So, Annihilation 7, Flooded Seashore. Semi-auto clear. Thorns is replaceable with Silver Ash and Lappland, but the placements are going to be different, so I'm going to make an extra video on that. Blaze is replaceable with a very high level AoE guard that doesn't get stunned after skill activation, or courtesy skill 2 or 3 depending on which one you master read. Dusk is replaceable with a lot of operators. Basically you just need burst damage. So like W, Searcher, Silver Ash, Mountain, skill 3, Aya, skill 2, Ifrit. Yeah, you get the idea. Texas and Zima, 2 Vanguards. You can replace Breeze with Kirishi. If you are replacing Blaze with Kirishi, you won't need Breeze. Or you can replace her with Sculptor or an AoE medic. If you are using Kirishi instead of Blaze, she won't be able to heal moves. So you'll need a self-healing operator like Heidegger or Mountain on this position. So yeah, the unit can stay alive. Otherwise, you can replace her with the best guard you have with auto skill and arts damage at best. Physical damage would work too if it does a lot of damage. A healing defender, best replacement is Zarya, skill 2, a good sniper, and a good defender. Best replacement for this defender is going to be Lian, because she can grant everyone +1 block. And there are 2 slots open, so you can bring whatever you want. So yeah, let's start. As usual, deploy the Vanguards first. If you're using Silver Ash, deploy him here and deploy the Vanguard elsewhere. Same thing for Thorns. If you're using Silver Ash, deploy him here, facing right, so he can deal with the drones. In this case, you won't need a sniper, so you can bring some other units instead of the sniper. I'm not using Silver Ash, so I am going to deploy Thorns here. Now, if you're using Zarya skill 2, you want to deploy her here, but I'm using Gummy, so I'm gonna deploy the healing defender here. Okay, now, depending on what you're using, if you're using Sculptor, you can deploy her here or here to buff whatever unit you want. If you're using Silver Ash, I recommend you to deploy Sculptor here. But otherwise, I recommend you to deploy Sculptor here to buff the healing defender. For medics, you want to deploy them here.
すぐに片付けるわよ。偵察完了。敵の位置を報告します。誰にも縛られるつもりはない。美味しいもの食べよう。
And for the sniper, if your scouter is deployed on this tile, you want to deploy the sniper on the medic tile. And in this case, deploy the sniper on this tile. Now the starting setup is done, so I'm just gonna wait for my vanguards to get enough DP for me, so I can retreat them and deploy these two operators. Enough DP is about 150 to 200 DP. So yeah, see you there. So now I have enough DP and I'm gonna retreat the vanguards and deploy Dusk. Now if you have Silver Ash here, you don't need to retreat him, and if you have Searcher or Mountain instead of Dusk, you can place them here facing up. I'm using a high ground unit, so if you're using Dusk, Aya, Ifrit, W, you can place them here facing right. And then remember, deploy Moose at last. And again, if you have Silver Ash already deployed there, you do not need to deploy Searcher Mountain or the high ground units. That is basically the setup, the whole setup. And now I'm just gonna wait for the terminals to be available and yeah, explain more stuff then. So now the terminals are ready, so activate them. And the terminals are going to get destroyed eventually, but you don't need to worry, because in order to get the max rewards in Annihilations, you only need to get 400 kills on enemies. So it doesn't matter if you lose HP or not. But with 400 kills, I mean not leaking too. So the kills has to be done by your operators and not by you, so the enemies cannot get in the blue box. That is counted as a leak and not a kill. Well, as you can see, both my terminals are destroyed. But in case someone has skipped what I just said just now, this will not affect the Annihilation rewards as long as you get 400 kills. So if you lose HP from the terminals, you still get the rewards. So now there's nothing more important to say until wave 350. So yeah, I'm just gonna speed this up and see you at 350. So now, wave 350. If you have a strong ground unit placed under Blaze, you can just skip this step. If you don't, like me, retreat Moose. And wait for her redeployment, and deploy her under Blaze. Moose is ready, so redeploy her under Blaze and wait for wave 379, which is now. So if you have Silver Ash, he's going to be here. Then you only need to deploy one Vanguard here. But I don't because I'm not using a Silver Ash. So I'm gonna deploy both Vanguards. One here, one here. Texas is there to bait the arrows from the snipers so the others don't get stunned. So remember to deploy her last. Now at 388, agent is going to come. Okay. Now, the agent is going to come out from the bottom left corner. This agent cannot hit Blaze more than once. So, activate Silver Ash skill or the ground unit skill to kill him as soon as you can. Just like that. He is dead and couldn't affect Blaze. Now the run is safe and yeah. That is all. You just need to wait for the operators to kill the enemies, and it is done. So that's that. Thanks for watching, and bye.